community calls it God's house and their home.
It's home away from home. Like at home, we don't feel like that's home. But we come here, this is the home.
Every day is a big experience here.
I see God working here because, honestly, if you don't, you obviously aren't looking hard enough.
There is a house built out of stone, wooden floors, walls, and window sills, tables and chairs warmed by all of the dust. This is a place where I don't feel alone. This is a place where I feel at home.
What up, Bo? What up, Bobo?
Bobo! What up? Are we? Light of the Village started in 2001 after my wife and I had done about 5 years of prison ministry, and we thought it would be maybe, I don't know, a couple of days a month. We had no idea that it would grow to where we are today, which is basically 5 to 6 days a week. Now we have 4 alternate sites apart from this one. Anyways, we serve close to 500 kids a year, so it's crazy how God has just evolved, over that time. In 2001, we felt the call to actually start a consistent presence inside a neighborhood like this one. Neighborhood is, statistically, our census tract is the most violent census tract in Alabama. And at the same time, Christ is here too. And it's neat to see, again, the light of Christ shine through even the darkest of circumstances. We've had 139 people shot within 300 yards of our building since 2003. We've buried 29 people under the age of 25 since 2010. In fact, we've lost 3 since Christmas of this year in the last 5 months. So, yeah, it's crazy. And, the kids live in it. It's a very turbulent, culture. You just never know. You never know, what their direction's going to be. You don't know which path they're going to choose to take. All we can do is just continually offer a consistent, genuine presence of what Christ can do for them. Not what we can do for them, not what a diploma can do for them, but really encourage them daily to take the right path, because the world is telling them to go the other way. And sometimes their friends are telling them that, sometimes their families are telling them that. And so what we're able to do is to be kind of God's family. Once again, God's house, their home. Pretty awesome, testimony to what this place means to them. This is the street that Mayo got killed on. In fact, this is the street that had been like 7 people killed on since we've been here, actually. And again, these are inhabited, so people do stay there, they rent there, so forth. This house here on the corner, that's the house that Mayo was killed in the front yard. There's been 4 people killed on that porch since I've been here, actually.
I was 18 years old the first time I ever came to Alabama Village, and stepped off the van. And I think pretty much every volunteer in history has been greeted by the same kid. His name is Jamez, and he just came up with this big old smile and gave me the biggest hug I'd ever had in my entire life. And I was like, "But what do you mean?" Like, we had just driven through their neighborhood and we had gotten a tour the day before, and you just see all these things that I had seen in foreign countries, like never would have expected to ever see here in the United States. And this kid lives in the Alabama Village. And I just remember I was like, this is crazy. I was like, I don't want to leave this place.
J-E-S-U-S on me is my everything. J-E-S-U-S on my everything.
I like that we learn about God and we have fun in the rain and that goes something so crazy. What's my favorite part of life of Village is playing basketball. Jesus.
Favorite part, just getting to know a lot of new people, man. A lot of new faces and a lot of new personalities. Just, it's amazing that all of us can come together, and be as one.
I think, especially as the country struggles with all this racial stuff, all I can say is it's not as complicated as people want to make it, in my opinion. That, you know, unity between races or whatever is really more obtainable than some people would like to think. It doesn't mean it's easy, but then nothing we do here is easy. At the same time, it is obtainable, and it all boils down to faith, hope, and love. Yeah, it really is cool that, again, a place like this can exist, because a lot of people didn't think it could. Again, you know, as far as financially, we don't receive any government money. We're totally debt-free. I don't even receive a salary, nor does Dolores. And I say all that to say that all the money goes back into the community.
Everything is free to the kids. There's never anybody that can nobody can ever age out of the program.
I've been here since 2011, so right around 6 years.
Okay, so now you help out with the kids.
Basically. They usually give me the older bars because, you know, it's easy for me because they look up to me and I try to take advantage, you know. It's contagious, so whatever I do, they try to do with me, so I try to do good, you know.
Do you have a lot of friends here?
Yes.
Yes. What's your favorite thing to do?
Lunch.
So Light of the Village, it will like change like your perspective on most things in the world. How like we have it so well back at home in Tampa, and then everybody else here's like we all like take everything at home for granted, and everybody here like has not even half of the things that we have back at home, and it just changes your perspective on like how we live and how most of the things we complain about are totally ridiculous, and it's just like it's just a very humbling experience.
Keep praying for us here. It is definitely a light in the darkness. Just be praying for the community and praying for the kids, because kids didn't choose to live here. They were put here for a reason. God is going to use them here if they let him, and just can't thank people enough for the support that they have shown us.
Even in the darkest times, the light is still reflected, you know, the light of Christ, and that's pretty cool to see, even through some tough times. It's been an amazing journey, for sure.